Let me point this out too, and this is about the way we worked back in the day, right? Somebody like I guess Sean Ross Sapp tweeted when Ronda did that spot on Nia on the floor where she gave her the splash, and Nia ate the splash. It was a splash, and they kept showing the replay because Nia ate the splash, and Sean Ross Sapp was like, "Wow, that was really cool how Nia ate the splash," and I was like, "Dude, go watch back in Nitro back and then." I go, we didn't do dives all the time. When we did do dives, you usually ate it because it meant something. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dive that Ronda did actually meant something, and they pointed out that it meant something because it looked, it was a big splash and stuff and everything. But it's but everybody does them all the time now. Mm-hmm. So it's they do these spots, and I don't even think they really know, bro. These don't really mean anything.
She had good technique. She had good technique on that dive. I'm gonna give her that.
Oh no, I'm not knocking Ronda. I'm knocking the culture of the work. Everybody does dives and they catch each other, they land on their feet and stuff. And
the other thing I wanted to
see that where the person eats the bump on the floor, but we used to do that all the time. If Ray dived on me, I would bump on the floor and pull him on me and make it act like it hurt, make it look devastating. You know?
How sore do you think Charlotte was the next day?
Oh my God, but I'll be honest with you. I felt uncomfortable watching that. If the future of wrestling is a bunch of hot chicks beating the piss out of each other like it's a backyard match, I'm like, that's not what I want to see those girls do. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. You know?
Man, right? But they built up to that match. They built up to that. That wasn't I think if you're looking at it that was just a cold match. 3 girls went out there and did that. Okay, maybe. But this has been building up. TLC main event on a pay-per-view. They had to go out there and kill it because every TLC match is compared to the great ones. It's compared to Shawn and Razor. It's compared to the Hardys and Dudleys. Right. So everything's compared to that. And these girls had a lot on their shoulders, man. So I think they went out there and killed us. I might have to disagree with you on that one.
And not only that.
I'm not knocking that.
Can I finish? Not only that, Shane. These girls have been publicly and I'm sure privately asking for that top WrestleMania spot. And they're trying to show that they belong. So they're going out there and they're trying to do everything they can now. You know?
Yeah. It's really good because what you were saying about seeing some of the guys, we've seen these guys in these situations over and over and over. So, okay, well then let's put the girls out there because the girls are delivering every single time now.
That's embarrassing, bro. I'll be honest with you. I mean, if I'm everybody on the internet or these some guys, these dirty guys have said this is the greatest array of talent in wrestling. It's what are you talking about? The girls are main eventing the shows. You guys are losing the main event spot to the girls. It's how talented can this crew be if you're losing main event spots to the girls?
So what's wrong with that?
Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with that?
Could you imagine if the Nitro girls main evented the shows?
That's not the Nitro.
It's the same concept.
Wait.
It's still the girls in a male sport.
No,
okay, in a sport that's
because I'll give you an example. I will give you an example. Were you interested in the Ronda Rousey Holly Holmes fight? Because I was.
Yes, of course. They're fighting still,
and it was a good fight. And if you remember back in the day, because we're all fans, remember Dana didn't want to do any women's fight, but in Strikeforce, they were always usually the best fight of the night. Mm-hmm. Then he had no choice. I mean, if the girl can go, they can go.
That's fine, but let's make another point.
This is not the Nitro girls. These aren't dancers.
I'll make another point.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey gained prominence because she was the first girl that was coming up that got under the UFC banner, and she had a Mike Tyson push. She was killing people. Right. Okay, and it's wow. It's she became really popular, and she was like, "This is awesome." All right. As soon as she got beat, the women's division now is the fights are good fights, but I'm not there's no. It's they're not a draw in my opinion compared to John Jones, Daniel Cormier, Conor McGregor, Khabib, bro. It's the girl fighters right now with no Ronda Mike Tyson push, and now they're just kind of the divisions are kind of competitive like the men's are. Well, where do you rank the women in as interesting fights you want to see?
Yeah, there's
the most interesting fight on the card this weekend is the women's fight.
This weekend probably This weekend,
yeah. So
but I'm not saying there's no other championship fights, right?
But that's saying, once Tyson left boxing, there wasn't no heavyweights that had the excitement of Tyson. So you can't. I mean, that's a false comparison.
No, but the thing is, that's a false equivalency. Yes, it is, because whether it's MMA, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, you're always looking for new stars when guys retire or get hurt, and you're not going to find 5 LeBron James every year. You'll find one LeBron James that comes every 10 years or whatever it is, and you'll find, you know what I'm saying? So right now,
you don't remember that law. There was a law in basketball after Jordan was gone. Yeah. Kobe was coming up, but there was just a law. So I mean, the women might have a bit of a law, but it ain't like they're not as exciting or as talented.
No. I'm not saying that.
Once you lose one of those rare stars like Ronda is, and when Conor isn't fighting. A lot of these UFC pay-per-views aren't doing that great without Conor on them. That doesn't mean these guys don't deserve the chance to fight and go out there and do what they do just because he's not on the card.
No, of course. And you got, bro. I'm not arguing. I'm not even arguing. You're mispointing my argument. I'm not arguing the guys with in martial arts and boxing across the board. The only people that draw are the people with the it factor. There's great fighters with no personality, can't interview, and just are boring people that aren't. That they don't draw. You know what I'm saying? Ronda drew because she had the it factor. She had this thing, this
you don't think Charlotte Flair does? You don't think Becky Lynch does? You don't think Asuka does?
I would say this. If that's true, why is the show not drawing?
This was a pay-per-view.
I'm aware it's a pay-per-view, but you're talking about characters that have the it factor. But what is the it factor?
Well, if you want to talk about UFC,
because the show is not doing good.
With the UFC,
they're on a show that's declining popularity.
Well, if you want to compare it to UFC, they can't even get a good TV show.
Yeah, but when Conor McGregor fights, it always does.
That's talking about pay-per-views. We're talking about pay-per-views again. You're talking about a TV show that's drawing ratings. UFC can't even get a good TV show that draws ratings.
You don't need one. They're fighting for real, Shane.
Show for real.
Yeah, I mean, all you need is a press conferences and TV. You don't need a weekly TV show to find out, if this guy's
Oh, really? That's why boxing just lost HBO and Showtime. Really, boxing just lost HBO and Showtime. You want to tell me that just having a press conference is going to make boxing so great?
If the stars are there, if they're stars.
Yeah, we got stars.
Professional sports are different than wrestling, because in wrestling, the writers try to make the stars and give them things to say. And in pro sports, it's up to the individual expression. They're not writing interviews for Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather. They're just saying what's on their mind. And the people that say the stuff that get people interested are the ones that are the most popular if they're good fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go on record now saying you don't even know what the hell your own point is when you started going down this path.
No, I have absolutely. Okay, here's my point. Okay.
This will be interesting.
Okay, we're talking.
Yes, it will, because I do think you lost your point along the way.
No, we got
trying to be right, bro. When you're wrong, just take the L.
I'm not wrong.
You're wrong like 100% of the time.
I wouldn't go that far, but 99% is pretty close.
99.9 repeating.
Bro, that's a stupid thing to say, Disco. If you got the it factor, it isn't just in boxing or MMA. It's everywhere. Football, acting, anywhere where a YouTube star, anything where you're gonna be making and monetizing. You got to have some sort of it factor to get people to be interested in you. And even if when you're in football or you're in basketball, there's certain you can't do. Like if you go out there and do celebrations, you can get fined. If there's certain if you criticize a referee, you can get fined. So there's even certain censorship there. Either you got it or you don't got it. That's all there is to it.
Yes. Here's saying the guys. And no, your point was it started because you said the guys should be embarrassed because the girls are headlining the paper. And that's just ridiculous.
I would.
Wrestlers.
That's me personally. I would. Okay, so maybe I'll speak. I think any performer that isn't striving to be the top of the card, and you're letting the girls get your spot on the card and taking your money, and you should be better workers than they are. I'm saying absolutely, I would be embarrassed. I'd strive and work harder to try and get their spot back.
Bro, what a backwarded thing to
How
say.
Is that? What are you kidding me, bro? If you want to get
so let me tell you something.
Guy, if you're at the spot on the card, you'd be happy about it.
You're at the strip club, right? You're at the strip club. You're the manager there, whatever the you do, and some girl goes in and she's more efficient to you. Are you going to be more bad because she was a woman and took your job? No, she was better than you at doing what you're supposed to do. That sounds pretty. Kind of like
how would that make you feel? That's what I meant to say.
Did a better job than me. That's on me.
Right, exactly. Exactly, and they've let them do this.
Like
What do you mean they went out there.
You're so petty that you get offended if a girl has a better match than you.
If
you have a super low opinion of females, don't you?
No. Because I watched their matches. Okay.
Let me ask you this: Do you think you could beat Ronda Rousey up?
In a real fight?
Yes.
Oh, probably not. No, bro, but that's not. I'm not real. You're talking apples and oranges. We're talking real. If you're talking real fight, it's talking thing. I'll say this. Okay. If a person with my same skill level, a woman. Okay, with the same skill level I had, a female, me a one-on-one in basketball, yes, I'd be embarrassed.
Oh, now you're a basketball player.
No, I'm saying sport. We're talking scripted entertainment versus real sports. You guys are trying to marry the two of them.
So if a girl goes out there and she has a better match than you in scripted entertainment, I bet you there's a lot of girls that are better than you.
That's fine, Conan. But what if you're doing that and the show's plummeting in ratings?
Well, they're plummeting in the ratings not because of the woman, because the storylines are stupid. They stop and start pushing. Or maybe play political games. Maybe the talent pool that these guys, that the dirt sheet writers have been saying all along, this is the greatest pool of talent they've ever had. Maybe they're not as good as everybody thought they were. That's a possibility. Okay, and I'm not on base thinking that's a possibility. You know, that's a possibility, but they have a lot of great talent that I think with horrendous storylines on Raw, because I think NXT is good and I think SmackDown is good. They're doing a huge disservice to all that talent that they have there.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right.
Well, you're one weird human being, boy. I'm gonna tell you.